Okay, I got another hand of poker I want to go over here. Again, we have Daniel Negreanu, and he's going to be playing a hand against Torelli in this video.
Our feature table, 7 different countries represented, and in the one seat is this year's PCA champion, Dimitar Danchev. Subline's currently 100 to 200.
Daniel may be the shortest at the table, but he's still got 65 bigs.
Under the gun +1, he min raises to 400. Alec Torelli from the US calls with 5s. Dario Sammartino calls as well. He's got pocket 3s. Folded around to Danny Palafas in the small blind. The Romanian calls. And Luca Pagano, Jack 7 off. He's getting good odds, he calls as well.
Yeah, everyone's pretty justified making this call. Pot odds kept getting better and better.
Queen 5 deuce with 2 clubs, a set of 5s for Torelli.
So right now, Daniel just wants to know who has a hand and who doesn't. So he's going to put a feeler bet out there, just to see who folds, who calls, and if anybody raises, to see where he's at in the hand.
Players set.
I think part of Daniel's rationale is that he does have that backdoor nut flush draw, which means he can probably rep huge on the turn.
Torelli raises 2,500 total.
See, so somebody raised, so that means that he knows that somebody has a hand, so he's going to call because he has some options. Like he said, he's got backdoor flush, things like that.
New York Marathon.
Well, Daniel's going to be loving that card. He now has second pair.
That has got to be one of the
draw.
luckiest cards he could ever get, because somebody else had a jack already that was dead, and he got another jack, and it happened to be a club, which is a perfect card for him. So Daniel's going to put in a bet to push the fact that if he gets a flush on the end, he'll be able to push more chips in, or if he improves his hand anyway. See, right now he thinks he might have a better draw than the hand that he has. He thinks that he has a top pair, probably a pair of queens.
He's either trapping or he wants to reevaluate on the river.
The river card is the ace of diamonds, giving Daniel 2 pair. And he moves all in. We could be about to lose Daniel Negreanu.
Sick part is he thinks he's value betting.
Okay, you see how he's right. He thinks he's value betting. Right now, Daniel thinks that his opponent has top pair, has a queen. He obviously doesn't think he has a flush because he didn't raise on the turn, and Daniel has the ace of clubs, so he is not worried about a flush. But now that Daniel's got 2 pair, he's going all in, so he's pretty confident that he has the best hand with 2 pairs, so he thinks his opponent has a pair of queens, top pair, or pair of 5s, or pair of 2s, or even if he has a 2 pair, queens and jacks, 5s and 2s, whatever, he has aces and jacks, which is going to beat any 2 pair his opponent has. So he beats all 2 pairs and he beats top pair.
7,075.
This wasn't a great card for Torelli either.
Got ace queen of hearts or something.
Now, see that? Daniel just made a mistake right there. He said you have ace queen of hearts before the hand is over, before his opponent had a chance to call or raise or whatever. He's all in, so I guess he just had a chance to call. But right there, Daniel's saying you have ace queen of hearts. Now, if Torelli picked up on that, he would realize that Daniel is worried about an ace queen of hearts hand. Why? Because ace queen beats his hand. Why else would he say or ask his opponent if he has ace queen of hearts? That is the worst thing Daniel could have said right there, because his opponent hadn't made his decision yet.
This will be an awful line for a bluff, so Alec might think he's beat here.
He shouldn't.
It's like I want to fold.
Really?
See, why does he want to fold?
Have a what?
I want to fold.
You don't have a fold?
No, I want to fold.
No.
I wanted to
Did you have
fold
ace queen of hearts? Is that what you have?
See, he says it again. Right there, Daniel said that's when you say that to your opponent, you're basically saying my hand is the second best to that hand. If somebody says, or if somebody's calling your hand and says, I think you have this hand, then they're suggesting that that's a weaker hand. But when they're asking what hand that you have, the way Daniel is, with a little bit of fear behind his question, then he's basically asking if he's got a hand that beats his. Ace Queen of Hearts would beat his Ace Jack.
That's kind of what I put you on.
See? He's putting you on Ace Queen of Hearts. But the guy's thinking, Torelli's thinking, I just want to fold. I just want to fold. Instead of picking up on the fact that Daniel is afraid of a hand of an Ace Queen.
Hold the damn turn.
There is an argument if you call the turn, you have to call the river.
Ace Queen of Hearts might get half.
Oh, he says it again.
Go
Look,
for the
he's
high.
even laughing. Like, what? He's like, Ace Queen of Hearts. Yeah, Torelli, if he would have picked up on that like person did in the heads-up match between Daniel and Person, he would have realized that Daniel has Ace Jack and was afraid of Ace Queen.
I don't think the low.
Might get half. That's good. I mean, it's really hard to be bluffing.
That part's true.
You're special, though.
That's what I've been told.
Alec is getting almost 3-1.
Wait, what did he say right there?
He had fives?
Ding!
Yeah, what did he say
And he
right
lays
there?
it down!
See,
He folds the set!
Torelli
And he lays it down!
Torelli said something right there. I couldn't hear it, but whatever he said, Daniel picked up on it, and he realized that he had fives. I don't know what he said. I couldn't hear it.
He had fives?
Ding!
You're special, though.
That's what I've been told.
Alec is getting almost 3-1.
See,
He had fives?
Ding!
And
yeah,
he lays it down!
the guy
He
who
folds
says
the set!
the
like a
announcer
red
is
nine.
talking about pot
my
odds or
hero.
whatever.
Show you
He
one card.
was talking, and I
What's the
couldn't hear what
sense?
he said.
That's what I've been told.
Alec is getting almost 3-1.
What is he saying right there?
Alec is getting...
I don't want to know about his pot odds. I want to hear what the player is saying, because whatever he says right here causes Daniel to guess that he has pocket fives.
almost 3-1.
What did he say?
You're special, though.
That's what I've been told.
Alec is getting almost 3-1.
What did he say? He said why? I think he said why something. I bet anything right here he's stating a hand that probably beats his, like a flush. He says why a flush or something like that, and that's when Daniel picks up on having fives or something. But you can't hear it because the announcer guy is saying he's getting his odds on his bet. It's like, well, I want to know what the player is saying so I can pick up on a hint of what his strength of his hand is. I don't care about pot odds.
He had fives?
Ding!
And he lays it down!
Well, that was the hand of Daniel Negreanu versus Torelli.
Okay.
Alec was right to assume Daniel was value betting, was wrong to assume it was better than 3 fives, and if he's folding better, I'm not sure how often Alec's calling with worse.
9, and you're my hero.
I'll show you one card. That's good. Let's see.
King of clubs.
Wow. What a card, right? The obvious can't be bluffing card. Show the ace of
I'm
clubs.
so sick you have 3 aces.
See? He got his opponent to think that he had 3 aces when he really had 2 pair. Daniel, you're really a good player, but you got really lucky right there that Torelli was not aware enough to pick up on the fact before he made his decision after your all-in bet that you said you have ace queen of hearts, which shows that you were afraid of the ace queen of hearts. I mean, why would you say that? Why would you ask your opponent if he has a hand that beats yours? That basically tells your opponent what hand you have. Well, this just goes to show you, if Torelli had picked up on the fact that Daniel was afraid of an ace-queen, he would have called instantly. and Daniel would have been out. But because Torelli was afraid of, I guess, a higher three of a kind, or pocket queens maybe, or pocket aces. I guess he thought he had pocket aces at the end there. But the rule of thumb is you never talk about your opponent's hand during a hand. You never ask your opponent if he has a hand that beats yours before the hand is over. Because if your opponent still has a chance to make a bet and you give a hint at what strength your hand is, and they pick up on that, then you've lost. You've automatically lost the hand. Because they are just going to shove, and your hand is never going to be able to beat theirs. If they have a better hand than the hand you think they have. That's why you just never say what hand you think your opponent has. Especially if they still have a chance to bet or call before the hand is over. So you can use this to your advantage by listening for players talking about your hand during a hand. If they do that, then just let it go. Just use that to your advantage. But never yourself do you speak about somebody else's hand strength before the hand is over, because anybody could pick up on the fact that you are asking if they have a better hand than yours, and that gives them information about what the strength of your hand is if they know to pick up on that. And that's what this video is about. It's to tell you that you should not talk about your opponent's strength of their hand while the hand's still in play, because they can figure out what hand you have just from that information that you're giving them. Never give away that information, and always listen for that information being given away, and you'll always make the right choice in poker.